Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to take a different angle here on the Cowboys news. We're going to take an early look at 2018 prospects for the NFL draft. This is serious because we're talking about a couple of players here that could be on the Cowboys' radar. Basically, I'm just going to go over a quick list here. I'm using Mel Kiper's big board and his prospect rankings for this exercise, all right? And obviously, if you followed me in the beginning of the channel's creation here, that was kind of one of my big things here was covering the NFL draft, having the inside scoop on a lot of prospect visits and that sort of thing. So we're going to have that again here for the draft once that kicks in full effect, okay? And it's never too early to talk about draft. It really isn't. A lot of us watch college football while we're watching NFL. And for the sake of the Dallas Cowboys, let's just take a look at a couple of names here, start getting familiar with the names here. And that's just all that we're talking about today. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these guys. So let's take just a quick look here at some prospects. This is just to get everybody's feet wet if anybody's not really keeping up with prospects. Usually I go with my main guy that I go to for a lot of my draft coverage is Dane Brugler. He's one of my favorite guys in the business. But for this exercise, we're gonna go with Mel Kiper's big board so far for 2018. So let's take a look at some of these guys he has here. Right. Saquon Barkley, running back. Josh Rosen. Derwin James, safety. Minka Fitzpatrick, DB. So the asterisk here means that they're a junior. If they have two, that means that they're a sophomore, okay? So just keep that in mind when you're looking at these. Excuse me. Sam Darnold, we won't have any interest in quarterbacks. Now, Bradley Chubb, this is a guy a lot of people like. I've seen some of his games. Obviously, I'm a Notre Dame diehard fan, so I saw his game here against Notre Dame. He had a sack, but for the most part, got shut down by my boys. But other than that, this guy is a wrecking ball. Arden Key, he's a junior. He's another guy to keep an eye on. Mike McGlinchey, if the Cowboys are looking for a tackle, McGlinchey could definitely fill that void at right tackle and maybe revisit that conversation of putting, Lyle over there at guard. But we'll see. Harold Landry, outside linebacker. Christian Wilkins. Darius Guys, running back. Orlando Brown, another tackle here. Calvin Ridley, wide receiver, if the Cowboys are looking for receivers, possibly. Connor Williams, another tackle. Clelin Ferrell, defensive end, Clemson. Having a little bit of a lag here. Damon Harris, running back. Lamar Jackson. Rashaan Evans, inside linebacker. Cowboys might have interest in linebacker and cornerback as well. I'm not sure we're out of the cornerback business quite yet, so there's a couple here in this draft class. Tavares McFadden, another safety, Ronnie Harrison, Deron Payne, another defensive tackle. Cowboys, if they want to shore up that defensive tackle position, they might go there. All right, take a quick look at some of his rankings here. Quarterbacks. You can see he's got Rosen, Donald, and we don't really care about quarterbacks. Running backs, if the Cowboys want to add somebody here in the middle rounds, there's some guys here to take notice. Pretty decent guys. Josh Adams is a beast. Ronald Jones, Nick Chubb, he was having a pretty good career until he had the injury. But these are just some names to get familiar with. Fullbacks, wide receivers, and a guy here to keep a lookout for, Christian Kirk. All right, get familiar with that guy. That guy's looking pretty good from what I've seen from him. Cortland Sutton is another one, and a lot of these other familiar names here. All right, so these are just names to get familiar with. That's all this exercise is going to be, guys. We'll dig a lot deeper as we get closer to draft season, obviously in January. But it's good to just take a look at some of these. Tight ends. Cowboys, they visited a couple of tight ends in last draft. How are they feeling about their current stock of players right now? They may be in the business here for any of these guys. Offensive tackles, we kind of looked at some of these guys. Offensive guards, Quentin Nelson is the premier guy, Notre Dame, left guard, beast. He's basically another Zach Martin, but at the left guard. Definite need for the Cowboys. Would fit right in. Zone running scheme, can pull, very athletic. I just love this guy, man. He's everything. All right, but there are other options here for later round guys. Okay, let's keep looking here. Defensive end, Chubb. Looking at some of these other guys here to get familiar with. A lot of underclassmen here that may come out. All right. And this is just, this is just Mel Kiper's take on some of his guys. Of course, Maurice Hurst, he's a guy here that's getting a lot of recognition here lately. The big run stuffer defensive tackle Michigan. But you got other premier guys as well here. All right. Linebackers, I think the Cowboys will be in the linebacker business. Couple guys here to keep an eye on. Quan Smith, Georgia. Worley. Niles Morgan. Outside linebackers. Cornerbacks. All right. Safeties. Are we in the safety business? Perhaps. Depends how the Cowboys feel about, their safeties. They got some guys there that they drafted. Some young guys, Kevon Frazier, Xavier Woods, and if he can get healthy, Chidobe Awuzie, but he's got to get healthy. But that's just a quick look at everything here, guys. Just a couple of names here to just take note of some of these guys. Look them up here, and definitely I'll be breaking down some more draft videos. But this is just something real quick for you guys. All right, guys. So that was just something real quick for you guys, just to get familiar with some names. That was one of my big things when we were covering the draft last season. Just get the names out there for you guys. Get familiar with some of the names and what they can bring to the table. But let me know what you guys think. Some of the guys here that we saw on Mel Kiper's big board and prospect rankings. Anybody that you like, let me know in the comments. Who do you like for the Cowboys in the draft? What do you think some of our needs are going to be? And any of these players here, premier guys that you would like for the Cowboys to take a close look at. All right, let me know in the comments, guys. And as usual, I really appreciate all you guys. So please continue to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks, guys.